morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 44 and we are at Bonita Beach in Southwest Florida. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me and we're watching the sun come up over the horizon, coming up the east over the trees and the buildings right now, and it's just lighting up the water so beautifully. Got beautiful waves crashing on the shore. Good morning, Charlene, DJ, Linda. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Darlene, Christy, Faye, BB. Thank you all for joining me today. Good morning, Sarah from Indiana. Good morning, Lucille, Evelyn, Cheryl from South Australia. Thank you, Sarah. I was not able to do Yarn on the Beach yesterday morning. For those of you who are familiar with the way things work at YouTube, I have a place. Good morning, Edna. Good morning, Linda. There's a place on my channel where you can go to community. Like one of the tabs is community, and there's where I can make a post. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Monica. And yesterday I was able to make a post to alert anybody who gets notifications for my channel that I had 2 family emergencies and was not able to do Yarn on the Beach yesterday morning. Good morning, Ruthie. Thanks, Edna. I appreciate it. Good morning, Melissa from Texas. Marlon and I have 2 family emergencies at 2 separate hospitals, one 30 minutes north of here and one 30 minutes south of here, which I guess the blessing in disguise is that we are between both hospitals. Both are in really bad shape, and you know, there's going to be a lot of driving to get Marlon to visiting hours, and you know, just try to figure out how you go on, life has to keep going on no matter what, and how you handle things like this. And I wasn't gonna cry. I want to be here, and I want to be here with you guys. And I also want to find peace and answers in the waves myself. I bring my knitting and my yarn everywhere I go, and I just want to find some peace in the waves. Find a way to be strong for Marlon, and show him that everything's part of life, and that you gotta go on and be strong, and don't give up on your own dreams. The 2 people that are sick both think of Marlon as the shining star in their lives, and I told them, I said, you go back to tennis practice and you keep living your dreams and you keep making them proud of you. And so life just goes on, and you do what you can for people. You remember to be grateful for everybody every day you have them, and you just do the best you can. So based on everything going on, I just want you to know that sometimes Yarn on the Beach might be delayed, and if it's delayed or canceled on any given day, please remember to look in the community section, because I will, if I can't be here in the morning, I will absolutely let you know as much as I can, because I think it's really important to not keep people in the dark, to let people know what's going on. I was hoping Curious George would join us this morning. I think he's just off camera. I would hope maybe we'll see a dolphin or 2, I don't know. If we don't, it's okay too. But I want you to all know that I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate what we do here together. DJ, yeah, if it's so, maybe someone else can chime in and help DJ understand where the community tab is on her app. It's one of the tabs at the top of the page. But yeah, so if I can't be here, I will absolutely, I promise, let you know. And most likely I can, because as long as I'm telling Marlon to be strong and to keep going, this is right around the corner from tennis, so it should fit in. Work's going to be challenging in the next couple of weeks since I have so much driving to do and taking Marlon during visiting hours on his breaks, but we're just going to do the best we can. I was able to order the proof copy of book 14 on Sunday. Finally got the approval from their review department, and that should be here tomorrow, but I don't think I'm in the best shape to review the print copy, so I'm going to send them off to my amazing editors to do the physical print review. I think that's best. I will certainly take a look at it and touch it, but I think I'm going to send it off right away. The last thing I need is the book to not be in perfect order before I make it available to everyone else. God, the water's so pretty. Would you believe I'm already working on the last piece for book 15? I'm working on a beautiful top-down cape. All the crochet pieces are done. This is the last knitting piece. And I've done this beautiful flower petal stitch pattern in Be So Bold yarn. I've got so much yarn to dye right now. Oh, Monica got her order yesterday. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being my customer. This is Mia's Malachite Meadow colorway that I hand dye in my studio in Be So Bold. I wish it was plain old knitting stitch for, you know, I think I prefer taking really simple stuff to waiting rooms and things like that. But I do have my pattern notes with me, and they're not that difficult. This is how I write a pattern before I write a pattern. Thank you, Lee. I love this colorway too. Love it. I think it represents sea, sky, and sand. Got some greens, blues, purples, and a little bit of a neutral golden color in there. What else did I want to tell you about? I had all sorts of plans yesterday to talk to you about stuff. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much for your order. Elizabeth received her face cream and healing balm Saturday. Wonderful. And I'm so glad. I hope you enjoy it. Good morning, Hazel from England. Thank you for joining. I'm drinking jasmine green tea. Good morning, Steve. Thanks for joining. With a little bit of, I think lemon this morning. I have lemon and fresh squeezed lemon and lime juice at home, but I think I used lemon this morning. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate your kind thoughts. Thank you. Very nice of you. Well, we've got one little birdie friend. Hi, Leona from Ireland. Thanks for joining us. I hope you are enjoying these beautiful sounds of the waves with me this morning. The way the sun reflects off of the foam and the seashells. Sparkling and beautiful. Good morning, Piadar from Ireland. Good morning from Russia. I'm sorry I can't read your name. I can't read Russian, although some of my books have been translated into Russian. And when I get the copy in the mail, I can't read any of it, but I can make out my name and Marlon's name. I can make out my name a little bit because there is a K for the author's name on the title. And then on the inside, oh, it's Katerina. Thanks, Judy. And then on the inside in the dedication, I always dedicate my books to Marlon, and I'm able to recognize his name in that little paragraph. Otherwise, I don't read them well, though. But good morning, Katerina from Russia. Thanks for explaining that to me, Judy. Here we have two bird friends now. I love the way the sun lights up that foam. Oh, you know what? I'm on a pearl row. I can sit and knit and talk still. Only every other row of this project is the lace pattern. The backside row is knit the selvage edge, purl across to the other knit selvage edge. So that's super easy. Katarina wants to know where we're at. This is Southwest Florida, and we are facing the Gulf of Mexico here. The sun comes up, well, sun comes up in the east everywhere. I didn't mean it like that, but this is a west-facing body of water, so you would see the sun come up over the water here at sunset. So we see the sun rise over the trees, and what's beautiful about a sunrise that's this way, sunrise on the water is beautiful as well. And whenever Marlon goes to a tournament on the East Coast, I can't wait to do Yarn on the Beach on location over there to show you the difference when the sun comes up over the water. Good morning, Teresa. Thanks for joining. But what's beautiful about a sunrise when the water comes up on the opposite side of the water is that the sky lights up before the sun comes up, as you all have seen joining me here. We get beautiful peaches and golds and turquoise and blue on the horizon, and then when the sun comes up we can see the sparkling of the sun on the foam and on the seashells. So it's special either way. You get to see the sunrise on the water. Yes, Faye, it is really beautiful. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. You know, we're going through something that every single person goes through, right? Nobody is excluded from tragedy in their families. It crosses all walks of life, and nobody gets excluded from this. So I know all of you know what we're going through, and that's why I'm deciding to share a little bit and to just keep on keeping on with everybody, because I know everybody knows it's, I don't know, I don't always have the right words to say. But I know that the beach is helpful, I know being with your community is helpful, and I know that knitting is helpful. As long as I know these three things, just gonna keep on. Oh, I know what else I wanted to mention to all of you. With Valentine's Day coming up, obviously it's a wonderful opportunity to, I'm so sorry, Jenny. My heart goes out to you and your family. With Valentine's Day coming up, obviously in advance we talked about different crafts that you can do. I shared with you my crochet motif, a heart-shaped crochet motif, shared with you a recipe for truffles and how to do some handmade things. Now, Amazon has come up with a new store within their store. They're now selling live plants. And I know I've shared with you before that I have an Amazon shop, and I wanted to share with you that I have found a place on there where you can send live plants to somebody, and it's a lot more affordable than going through a florist. So I shared some of my favorite ones. So if there's somebody that you want to send, and I love you to, or wait till Valentine's Day, or want to send someone a thoughtful gift now, I feel like sending a live plant is such a beautiful way to say I love you. So I shared some of those in my Amazon shop, and I have a link to that in my... Thanks, Lee. Thank you. Say hello to your parents for me too. Monica, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Edna. I appreciate it very much. Yes, this is a beautiful group, isn't it, Jenny? We are so lucky to have all found each other, truly. It's really special. Good morning, Fabiella, I think I saw. Good morning, Bianca. Oh, thank you so much, Lee. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Judy. I'm so glad, Teresa. Thank you for joining. Bianca, I have 2 family emergencies and 2 close family members in 2 different hospitals, and just wishing everybody well right now. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday morning, but I will try to be here as much as possible this week, and if I can't make it to Yarn on the Beach, I will write a post in the community board. Oh, okay, Jenny, that makes a lot of sense. Knitting can be so comforting. I learned to knit and crochet when I first became pregnant with Marlon and started finding out that my marriage was crumbling right around the time I found out I was pregnant with him. So I was 8,000 miles from home, pregnant, pretty much alone, and I was in the Middle East with 9/11 and all the violence going on over there, and knitting is what helped me stay focused on the baby growing inside of me, and had to find a way to find peace in my heart in order to stay healthy for my pregnancy. And gosh, if it wasn't for knitting and crocheting, I attribute that so much to all of that. I don't know what I would have done without it. And I don't have to wonder, because thank goodness I had it. And you had it, and we all still have it, and now we can share it with others, teach others, and just keep it going. Hi, Julia. Thank you for joining this morning. Good morning, Blondine from France. Thank you for joining and saying hello. I appreciate it. Yes, Judy, I think lots and lots and lots of people turn to yarn for comfort. I don't know if I understand the science behind it, but yes, T-Boys, it is sunny this morning. That's a very nice surprise today. And I only have about 10 minutes still before I have to head out, so I'm going to take every little drop of sunshine I can get. I'm going to finish this long row of purling. Good morning from North Carolina. Good morning, Sean. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Bianca. Faye says that knitting and crochet is meditative to her. I agree with that as well, especially, and it can be either because it's simple, like a row of straight purling like this, or it can be because the stitch pattern has a rhythm to it, or the way, oh, Linda, I'm so glad you figured it out. Wonderful. Linda just figured out the live chat. That's an exciting moment when you've wanted it and couldn't figure it out and finally figured it out. Good for you. I'm glad you figured it out. Technology can be tough sometimes, and sometimes something can be right in front of you and it still passes you by. It happens to me all the time too. I think somebody said something about having a problem with left-hand instructions. I don't know if anybody's aware, but my my stitch library has its own playlist here on YouTube, as well as its own page for knitting and crochet on my website. Oh, Max got his package already. That's amazing. You and somebody else got one of my packages shipped to England very quickly this week. I'm impressed. That's wonderful. But I was trying to say that my stitch library, specifically the crochet one, every stitch in the entire massive library has its own video, and in that video I show right hand instruction, left hand instruction, and slow down instruction. And then I show you the line by line instructions for it, as well as how I say it in the video, which are identical. And then there are closed captioning subtitles on the video as well. So I think it really captures a lot of the different ways that people learn, and I hope that if you get a chance to go check it out, I hope it's really helpful to you. If you go to my website, on the home page, there'll be a section marked how to crochet and how to knit, and each one of those will take you to that glossary of definitions, as well as those hardy videos. They're only like a minute or two long because they're only for one stitch. But in that video there is close-up right hand, left hand, and slow motion. Thank you for your kind words, Gail. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah, surely, if you don't have access to left-hand videos, you could definitely put it in a mirror. That is exactly, it is just a mirrored version. You're absolutely right. If you have the capability of using a photocopier that can mirror something, you can make a photocopy of a chart and do that as well. Okay, finished my row. So this is a top down, so it's very difficult to see while it's still on the video, or still on the needles. But I promise I will make it as pretty as possible. Yeah, so that's possibly the last piece for book 15. Hard to believe that I'm almost ready for production on that book too. Very exciting. And I have so many exciting ideas for the photo shoot and the collaboration with other people on this book. So excited to get that rolling. But I suppose the universe wants me to stew on it for another week and think of even better ideas for it, which is why I won't be announcing it yet. Bianca, this book book 15 is going to be half knit and half crocheted, just like book 14 is, so there will be just as many beautiful knitting projects as crochet projects in it. So yes, you will see stuff, you'll see that style of garment in crochet as well. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Linda. Oh, Darlene, sounds like you're ambidextrous. I have also taught many people right hand and left hand crochet. I can crochet with my left hand, and I teach both ways, and it's, especially if you're going to be a teacher, it's really good to understand the differences between the two so that you can help somebody. It's really good to learn that. Just to be a more well-rounded teacher and have one less thing that can ruffle your feathers in a classroom. The instructions, I think you can unless the instructions specifically say right or left in them, you can read instructions. No, Sarah, I had to cancel my group tonight between Marlon's tennis schedule and having to go to 2 hospitals that are in separate directions from us, and one north, one south. There's no way I could do that tonight too. Bianca likes to do everything left hand except crocheting. Interesting. Probably has something to do with, you know, where your brain was when you were first learning. All right, so let's take one more minute now to take a look. Hey, does anybody want to knock Ron out of here? I don't want to look at his stuff this morning. Let's get him out of here. You know, I love new people joining every day, but the crazies can just go find another crazy group, right? So let's just enjoy the sound of the waves for another minute here before we all go on the rest of our days. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Here we go again. Sorry. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate you all so much. And please remember that if you don't see me in the morning, I promise I will make a post to let you know what's going on. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again so much. Bye-bye.